Well, here it is. The finale to this extremely underwhelming season, to this incredibly disappointing show. This final episode of Season 2 had the chance to build off last week's episode, arguably the best in the series, and give us a grand finale to look forward to possibly higher standards around the corner in Season 3. But, alas, we devolved back to the roots of this series that make it so grueling to get through in the first place. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell a friend. Check out the rest of the channel if you're new, and let me know what you think. Let's dive into The Rings of Power, Season 2, Episode 8. To say I was excited for the finale would be an absolute fabrication. But off of the back of last week, I thought maybe, just maybe, there is a glimmer of hope. 15 episodes in. Maybe this show has finally found its stride. Nope, I was wrong. We get a lot of time dedicated to the Dwarf and Gandalf plotlines this episode. Two narratives that I feel like nobody really gives a shit about. The dwarves are annoying and the acting is pretty bad, and the same can be said for the hobbits. Gandalf finally encounters the Dark Wizard, and the Dark Wizard turns on his soldiers to prove he's not bad by saving Poppy and the other hobbit's life. I don't remember her name. And then he spouts some dialogue that goes kind of like this. "I'm totally not bad. Look, I just saved their lives. Please trust me. I hope this proves I'm not bad." As if these people who have known him for all of 5 seconds would just be like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." And then seconds later, Gandalf asks him a question about his loyalty in Sauron, and he just openly reveals himself as bad. Like, what the fuck was the point of all of this? Gandalf finds his staff, which is just a stick lying on the ground, and we get the origins of his name, Gandalf, which nobody asked for. But it's because these hobbits have never seen elves before, so they call him Grand Elf, which just evolves into Gandalf. So, God, just shoot me, please. This is terrible. The dwarves do something kind of cool. They uncover a Balrog, and it looks gorgeous, and then it's gone. Cool. The best part of this episode, like this series as a whole, is the elves. We get to see more of Sauron's dark side as he tortures Celebrimbor just before killing him. I loved this, to be honest. It's the kind of Sauron I've been craving. I don't know why it took so long to get to this point. He allies with the orcs and they turn on Adar and they kill him, just stabbing him numerous times like they did to Sauron in like episode 1 of this season, whatever it was. But this part was so strange because the last episode, Adar took Elrond's ring, and this episode, he gives it back to Galadriel and asks her to join him again, and then he just dies. Alright. Galadriel fights Sauron. This fight was actually pretty cool. I like the choreography of it. I like how Sauron taunts her the entire time, constantly switching forms to fuck with her head. He then gets her ring, and she falls off a cliff after being stabbed and lives somehow. Or wait, does he get her ring? Maybe she falls with it. I can't remember. Whatever. Anyway, she hits a tree on the way down. Like multiple branches of a tree. And again, she was stabbed. And she falls like, I don't know, 100 feet, 200 feet, and just lives? Everyone in this show is just impervious to everything, I guess. I mean, fuck, dude. Last week, Adar stabbed the one elf whose name I always forget, like 3 times. And now he just doesn't have a mark on him. You just see him fighting with Gil-galad and Elrond like nothing ever happened. What happened there? I mean, there's just no continuity. Jesus Christ. And in the end, the elves rise up and take arms to defy Sauron. Yay. Oh, and before I forget, Numenor is in this episode, but I don't really remember what happened, to be honest. Elendil is escaping to find the elves, I think, or just go to Middle-earth. His daughter helps him, so apparently she's playing both sides. And Miriel is staying to reclaim the kingdom, I guess. She's blind and tends to need Elendil's help a lot, but she just says she's staying, so she's staying, I guess. I don't really care. Isildur meets that girl again. I don't remember her name, before he leaves to go find his father, I think. And I guess she left her husband because she loves Isildur after knowing him for all of like 5 minutes. So there's that. Honestly, the most egregious part of this episode, Poppy gives this monologue. I think it was Poppy. I don't remember. Anyway, one of the hobbits gives this monologue about friendship, hope, and the power of companionship, and belief of good in the world to combat the evil. And it's meant to be this ridiculously emotional, just poignant moment. And it's just bad. It's so bad. I think it's supposed to mirror Sam's epic and emotional speech that he gives to Frodo at the end of the Two Towers, just before Faramir lets them go. And it just comes off as just awful. It's awful. I can't believe the writers thought they could live up to that moment with all of the garbage that they fed us up to this point. That part really, honestly, just pissed me off, because that's one of my favorite scenes in the original trilogy, and I was like, no way they're doing this. There's no way. And it was bad. It was so bad. I don't know. This show sucks. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care if it comes back for a third season. I would be happy if it didn't. But if it does, which, my God, I've seen the viewership count compared to last season, and this show is expensive, I would be shocked. But Amazon likes to spend money, so, in my opinion, they're just wasting it at this point. But if it comes back for season 3, please, God, do us all a favor. Hire a whole new writing staff. Or, better yet, just cancel it. We'd all be better for it.